Oh, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. Pretty much just started to stream, so not a lot has happened yet. It's so quiet right now where I am, and usually it gets kind of noisy that I'm kind of afraid of it becoming loud, but I will try to stream regardless. The show must go on. Hi, Demo Kitty. Welcome. How's it going? You're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. I've been having like the most normal, well, it's not really normal, I guess, but like the most, what's the right word? Like not a lot is going on today for me, so I don't know if that's normal or not for me. I hope it's not actually. It's probably better if it wasn't like this all the time, but I've just been sitting at home. I'm currently looking for a job, so I've just been working on that pretty much the whole day. And I figured, I just stream while I'm trying to send like two emails out. Actually, in a sense, that's not normal, is it? I don't usually email people when it comes to looking for a job, so I guess yeah, that's not normal. You feel that? Me too. We all feel it. Same. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, I don't know what you just heard me say, but are you talking about applying for jobs? Me too. Wow. I'm trying not to panic yet. I think it's only been like, wait, let's see how long it's been. Um, I'm kind of treating like every day like as if, this is the last chance I have to do anything. So just trying to create some sense of urgency so that I actually take myself seriously. But um I finished I finished summer school a month ago now, and my temporary job, I think, when did I finish that? Just a bit over a week ago, so it really hasn't been like that long since I've had like nothing going on, like no school, no job, but I'm just kind of thinking to myself, if I don't do anything about it, then it's going to turn into more than like a few weeks. Ah, gotcha. Well, good luck. I hope you'll find a good job really soon. I know it's a tough job market. I am hearing back from some people, but I haven't like gotten anything yet, like an official job offer. Well, okay, maybe kind of. I sort of have like a freelance thing that I got, and yeah, I don't know if like officially I have it yet, but I am going to come in to the office and talk about it with them. So that's not too bad. But that's not going to be for I think another 2 weeks. Let me see. Yeah, another 2 weeks. I'm not just gonna sit here and like assume that's the only thing I'm gonna have. I should hopefully have another another job. But yeah. So right now I've just been I'm actually applying for an unpaid internship, which is like, why are you doing that to yourself? Um actually, this specific one will help me though. And it's luckily remote too if I do get accepted, and it's part-time, so I actually don't think it's a big deal if I did it, especially if I can get a job, then at least I'll be making money somewhere, and then in my own time. I can treat that internship like, professional development, like a professional development opportunity. Oh, thank you. There's not a lot of job opportunities near where you at. Oh no. Living in a smaller town doesn't help. That's rough. I'm having my own issues. I mean, I'm living in an expensive area, so that's already a pretty bad start, but um I'm also a new grad in computer science, and pretty much every single thing I've heard from people about it has been like horrible, so I'm like, cool. But I'm actually starting to change career paths a little bit. I mean, I'm still hoping to use my degree usefully, but like I'm interested in the music industry and I'm kind of like trying to direct myself toward like the business side of it, which yeah. So it's not really I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Ooh, I know, it's very cool. Or I don't know what that was in response to, but yeah. I don't know what people are hearing me say because like my stream is a few seconds behind me, which means if I say something I should not have said, then I will know, like, I would have to sit there for a few seconds and process what happened, but yeah. I think what I really need to do is get out of my house. I'm gonna feel stuck. Oh, it's cool. Oh, that's very cool. Still don't know what I said, but yeah. Oh, it's good. Okay, thank you. Still waiting around to see if anyone else wants to join. Um, I think what I'm more surprised about though is I'm actually hearing back from a music company, given that I'm not, I didn't major in music at all. I mean, I did get an internship in the music industry very recently, so I guess there is a way to get in, but it's weird though. You're also in a position where you feel stuck at home a lot. Yeah, for sure. I get that. And you don't get to go out too often. I could feel suffocating sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I can't afford to move out, like out of this area, out of of the house I'm living in. Still depending on my parents. So that's as fun as it sounds, but I'm trying to work on that. Also, I guess it doesn't really help that I'm like not going to school anymore. So if I don't have a job, then I don't really have a place to go, I guess. Like, it's more likely going to be an on-site job, like it's not going to be remote. So considering that, if I don't have anything, I literally don't know where to go. I supposedly could just take a drive somewhere and like sit in the library, but it's slightly inconvenient to do that. Especially when you have to pay for gas, and if you're not making money, then you have to pay for gas. It's kind of like that. Oh, thank you to whoever just bought that. Same, you get it. uh, was it normal at one point for people to like be able to pay for it themselves like by the time they turn like 18? I don't think that's possible anymore. Not unless you're a celebrity or from a rich family. Because I think I had like the wrong impression that like by the time I graduated from high school, I'd be able to live on my own, but that's not the case at all. Even college, I guess, but to be fair, I don't have a job, so if I did have a job, it probably would be different. You have a GED education. Ah, yeah, everyone has a different path. I actually didn't want to go to college, to be honest with you. I never really liked school. I kind of feel like what I should have done was like just stop at high school and then just go get a job. I feel like I would have done better, but I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. It's kind of starting to turn into like when you get a degree, it's actually becoming more useless to have the degree because everyone has one, or when you apply for jobs, they expect you to be, I don't know, some prodigy who figured out everything like before they were born. I don't know. That's what it feels like. And I'm like, so what is the right answer here? The world has changed a lot. Yeah, you can't live off of yeah, $11 per hour income. And sometimes it's hard to live alone nowadays. That too. Like I am seriously like, yeah, it's frustrating. I do want to live by myself, but I I just don't know if it's possible anymore. Unless you win the lottery, I guess. I don't know. It's too early to tell like where everything's headed, but I get the frustration a lot. Pretty much everyone I'm talking to who doesn't have a job or is having trouble getting a job feels the same way. So, I guess we're all in the same boat. To know everything off the bat. Yeah, I know, right? I'm a bit of a late bloomer actually with everything that I've done, which I mean, I guess it happens, but it's like if I had known like in middle school, like I had so much time to work on all this stuff and like I wasted all that time doing literally pointless stuff, something like that. I'm like by the time you actually realize what you're supposed to be doing, it's too late. Like or it's not too late, but it feels like it's too late because like I had all that time. What happened? It's kind of like that. So I was like thinking to myself, like in middle school, I could have been working on, since, I'm interested in computer science and music, I could have been working on my coding skills and my music skills that early, and I didn't. I pretty much started in like, well, music's a little bit different, but like coding, I started in college, which actually a lot of people do, but I've kind of noticed like a key difference between people who start earlier and don't start as early. Like I don't know, I kind of see it show up and I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to tell though. I'm like adamantly refusing to follow the conventional path that you're kind of pressured to do in that major. Like, you have to do something called leak code, or it's recommended that you do it, where you practice these technical interview questions. And I don't want to do it, which is probably not a good thing because that means I'm making it harder for myself to get a job. But I have a plan here. I don't want to go for software engineering. I want to go for more like a business role. I don't necessarily need to be a very good programmer for that. But I've actually been starting to teach myself a new language that I've noticed is really useful for the work I want to do. So I actually was using LeetCode recently, but it's for a different reason. It's not that peer pressure, do this so that you will get hired at the big companies kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. Uh, I could rant about this all day. Like it's so annoying. Like pretty much every stream I've been doing recently, I've been like ranting to everyone about how annoying the job market is, and I guess we all understand it, so it's a good discussion. It's understandable, yeah, for sure. Oops. Yeah, my major, I don't know. There's like some peer pressure to like follow a certain path of it, and if you like don't follow it, then you're kind of looked down on, I guess. I don't really know anymore like what to believe, so I'm just kind of like ignoring the noise and just doing whatever I want at this point. So the nice thing about not really having a job right now, which I hope won't be that case for a long time, but I can actually, for once, have some more freedom with what I'm doing. Or not in school either, because like I had to keep taking classes I absolutely did not want to take just so I could just so I could graduate. But now that I graduated, I can do whatever I want. You could talk about jobs for hours. I know. And it's easier to talk about this with people who like are in the same boat, I think. When I talk to people who have a job already or they're like a lot older than me or something, it's kind of like not exactly pleasant to talk about it because, you know, I've noticed you think differently about things when you have a job and when you're older versus if you don't and you're like around this age, like of being a young adult. It's interesting. You were a caregiver for 6 months. Oh, and the industry was horrible. Oh, wow. Caregivers are looked down upon by med techs. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's not good. Yeah, for me, in computer science, it's very well respected to be a software engineer, preferably at a big company, so like Meta and Amazon, Apple, Google, Netflix, Microsoft, like those kind of companies. And if you're not that good at programming, um, yeah, it's not really that great, but it really depends on what you're doing. Like you can go into user interface, user experience design, which is more kind of like visual than you need to know how to code, but that's competitive too in its own way. And I think it's harder to get a job in that field. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, it's hard in either field, but I think it's harder to get into a big company. Well, actually, I don't know. I think my impression of it so far has been like you may need to focus on getting into a startup with that kind of career path, so I'm not really sure. I've actually started to change my mind about it because I was interested in that field, but I'm not as interested in it as I thought. I actually do a little bit better with coding in that sense, but I just didn't want to do software engineering, which is like it's a big thing because you can program, but you don't have to be someone who does data structures and algorithms, which I'm very disinterested in. Um, and software engineers need to know that stuff. You can, for instance, clean up data. You can do machine learning, or you can learn this language called SQL, which lets you look through databases. I'm a bit more interested in, I guess, data analysis in that sense, but I only had just started to scratch the surface of it because in the music industry, it's very important, or it's I don't know if it's important. I guess it's important, yeah, but it's like useful, and that's probably the best I can fit my degree in there. So Um, I'm becoming interested in it now because I know that. Yeah, I know. Wow. Uh, but if you talk to the people at my college, though, like who were in the computer science school, you can see a key difference between people who are going for software engineering and who's not. And the software engineering aspiring people looked down on the UI UX design people for some reason. That actually kind of made me feel uncomfortable with like choosing the major that could have tailored like my classes a bit better for that, but in hindsight, actually, it was probably best that I didn't do that major anyway, though, because they don't get a strong background in programming, and it is a little bit harder to get a job in computer science if you're not familiar with code. I mean, you can learn how to do it, but it's not easy to. I mean, I think I would have found it harder to like pick up those skills on my own. Like it helped me to be in like in college learning it directly, kind of pressured me to learn it, and then now that I kind of know how to do it, it's a little easier to like work on it on my own. With like UI UX design, you can probably more easily learn that on your own. I don't know. It kind of depends on your career interests. I just guess for me, maybe it's kind of better that I knew more programming given what I feel more comfortable doing. So it was okay for me. But I did take some rather pointless classes for like what I want to do though. So if I had done like the career path or like the major that was better for UI UX design, that probably would have been better for me in the long run, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell what the right path is, but no software engineering, no. I already know that. Like, no, absolutely not. No matter how much people would try to pressure me to do it, I just refuse. So I will not do it. I just will not do it. But yeah, I don't think that I'm not sure if I made any sense, but It's really like really what you're doing in like in computer science. There's there's like very specific paths you can go on. So whatever works for you works. And I realized actually programming ended up kind of working out for me. I just didn't want to do some things that they kind of expect in software engineering. So if I'm going to do programming, it's not going to be in that field. It's going to be in something else, such as fetching information from databases, maybe. I'm starting to learn SQL. Well, thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. Feel free to say hi. We were just ranting about jobs, um, but we can talk about something else now, I guess. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about though. Pretty much when you have like another like device next to you and you're like working on, well, I guess I'm not working on it now because I'm talking. um, like when the stream is quiet and you need to do something while you're sitting in like one spot, you just pull out a different device and work on your job applications. And then that's the first thing you talk about. You find what works best for you and also something you could love to do. That's very important. I don't care what other people tell you, okay? Like I'm saying this as in general, like you. Um, do not listen to people if you're not interested in what they're doing. Like you need to be happy with whatever major and job you're going for. I can't stress that enough. I actually started in a different major. I was an engineering student. In my first year, I regretted it because I just didn't like it. I felt pressure to do it. That's kind of the only thing I kind of came in with some knowledge of because, my parents did it. And then the classes I took in high school were tailored towards it, right? Like calculus, chemistry, physics, kind of like going in that direction. You didn't really do coding in like high school. I mean, I could have taken AP computer science and I should have, but I didn't. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, my parents actually kind of planned the schedule for me, so I guess I just didn't bother to deviate too much from it. I don't know why. It's probably because they were just trying to get me to get into a top college because you had to make your schedule a certain way in order to do it. So that worked, but I mean, I started in a major I didn't like. So then I was like, after 1 year, I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna leave. Luckily, I had taken a programming class and I realized I liked that a little bit better, so I switched. But I think if I really wasn't feeling pressure to be realistic, I would have just went full in on music. But I mean, then again, that's also hard to get a job in. So like, I would have given up a little bit of security. I mean, there's not really any security in any job, but it kind of feels like it's easier to get a job, like if you have a CS degree or something like that. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. Like nothing feels secure, so I'm kind of like that's ridiculous advice. Goodbye. But Fabled Pigeon, you're starting college next week. Scary. Hey, you got this. College is very different from anything you've ever experienced before, I'm sure, but it can be good. I guess I can change the topics. Not well. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit noisy, but um, I could change the conversation, go toward like good things about college. If you hear all that noise, excuse me, I can't do anything about it, but it's people being noisy in the background. But um, no, college is fine. I mean, I'm not someone who likes school, so I just get kind of like annoyed with like the little oopsies that I've had in my path. But um, I've actually ultimately college was a good thing for me because I mean, I learned how to program, which once that you have like a fundamental understanding of how to code, it is easier to learn other languages. So I got that, which was good. So it makes me feel less afraid about getting a job because I could probably get one with that amount of knowledge. Or I would think so. Um, but as someone who's also interested in music, I kind of thought like I needed to, I guess, major in music to get anything out of that. And I proved myself wrong. I was able to pursue it independently. I'm not like super like established anywhere right now. Like I'm not signed to a record label. That would be great if I was, but you can release music independently and you could still, claim that you did it, right? Plus, I ended up like getting into like a few things on campus that were related to music, like the radio station, for instance. and got some experience from there. So you just kind of have to like use what you have and make the best out of it. But I think it was fine. I mean, I met some cool friends, in college. Actually, I don't really talk to a lot of people from my college. I mean, well, it's kind of weird because some of my high school friends, who I'm still friends with to this day, actually went to my college. So they're kind of an exception, but you meet cool people. Maybe I'll just put it that way. You meet nice, cool people. That's always good. Um, what else is good about college? You Dorming, like living on campus can be interesting. You will establish a bit more independence. Um, I was lucky that I had my own bedroom the whole time I was living on campus. That helped a lot. Doesn't necessarily mean I got along with my roommates all the time, but having your privacy is helpful. You can try the restaurants there. You can go to the shops there. I'm gonna miss their food, honestly. Like there was like some like restaurants that I went to frequently to get food from, and now that I'm not gonna be in school anymore, it's gonna feel weird that I'm not doing that anymore. But it's nice. Um. Oh yes. Excuse me for a second. Are you a slow eater or a fast eater? I am actually a slow eater. Oh, I love when people comment. Very cool. How do you? Oh, there you go. Wait, what's this person's username? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, you would have loved to do a music course, but your school didn't offer it. You're doing a graphic art. Oh, sorry. You can't talk. Oh, no worries. You have to wait for a little bit. Don't worry about it. Sorry, sorry. I'm multitasking. Anyway, sorry, Babel Pitch. I'm gonna read your message. I would have loved to do a music course, but your school didn't offer it. You're doing a graphic arts politics plus environmental science, so which is cool. That's very interesting. I like how you're like choose. I don't know if they're like all majors or you're doing some minors, but I really like how you're tailoring like your education to your interests. That's good. Yeah, I know it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what the stream's like. But welcome, fellow. I'm guessing you're a slow eater too. Welcome. How's it going? That's good. Very good. My biggest advice for anyone starting college is you don't have to feel limited by your major and you can do whatever you want, okay? I promise you can. Can you offer wait, wait, head feathers, my goodness, for work? Wait, what do you mean? Um, did I say like fed heathers instead of head feathers? I don't know what's going on with me right now. My brain is leaving my body. That's what's going on. Can you trade for bad short collar and black short collar with head feathers? Oh, I don't think I have those. You can try asking the people in my chat, though, the stream chat, you can always see if someone can help you out. Hope you'll find your spike soon. Hi, is it JC? Welcome. Yeah, you're the random falcon. I like your outfit. Have a bone tail and the skeleton and The horns. Oop, you disappeared. That's okay. We're gonna go over here now. Worn blanket for 5,000 gems. Well, that seems like a good deal. Usually people sell it for 15K. I cannot type. Here you go. Yeah, we're two away from a giveaway, which is very exciting. I pretty much forgot what I was saying for like the past, how long has it been? 40 minutes. Wow, 40 minutes. I know we were talking about jobs in college and how much both can be painful, but there are good things too. Don't think that it's all bad. I promise it's not always that bad. I'm a bit of an overthinker, so I kind of like make a catastrophe in my head even though there really isn't one like sometimes. So it happens. Um But yeah, I hope you have a good time in college, Fabled Pigeon. That's really exciting. Well, I hope it is. I know that not everyone likes school. I mean, I don't like school, so I get that. But I hope you'll make it as good of a time in school as you can. There are definitely going to be things I will miss about college. Hmm, like I said, I would probably miss the food that I enjoyed over there, but having a set schedule could be nice at times. I mean, I didn't like my schedule. It was always so chaotic. Like sometimes I would be there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. the whole day. I'm not joking. It was bad. Um, because and that was also when I was not living on campus. And that's when I had a hard class where I had to sit in office hours for hours on end because the line was so long for help. It got so bad actually with a class like this. Like it was not this exact class, but like a different one. I already knew what it was going to be like the wait time for it. Someone who needs help a lot with office hours and in office hours. I would actually put myself in the queue because they had like a computer where you could like enter your name and then they go in order. Um, and then I would actually leave the room, go do a work shift for an hour, and then come back to the lab room. And then it was my turn. And it's so funny. I'm like, I really admire myself for how good my time management was, but also, why do you have to wait that long to get help? That's a problem. That's how bad the class was. I'm so glad that's over. Believe me, there's like a lot of stories I can tell you, like a lot of really interesting stories. I've had to repeat classes before too. That was fun. But I mean, that's just like the outliers of my experience there, or maybe not. My transcript was chaotic, but how have you been playing this game forever and never done the journey book? Well, it's never too late to start. Hi, Mars G. How's it going? I believe you've been on the stream before, so welcome back. Hmm. My job, I had a tutoring job during college. That was really nice. I've met some really cool people during that job, and I will miss that. Like, we sometimes would go socialize with each other. Like, we would go to the beach, and I will miss that. Because all of them had graduate or well, the group of people I'm thinking about right now, I think all of them have graduated at this point, and they're like either in grad school or they're working. And I'm still connected with some of them on Instagram, but I probably won't really see any of them anymore. You're gonna go eat dinner? Okay, well, thank you for coming, and good luck with your job search. I know you can do it. We're in it together. You're doing great. That's great. How am I? I'm good. I mean, I usually start my streams these days with some rant about jobs because I have my like device, like a different device open so I can work on it. But I haven't been working on it now because everyone's on the stream and I'm talking to them, which is fine. I need to stop thinking about jobs. So you have to go do something, you'll be back. Oh, no worries. Glad you could join. What stuff am I giving away? Um, I only have a few more like rare spiked wrists left, so I'm gonna go through those first, and then once I run out, I have some collector's items I can probably go through. Unless I get more spikes. I haven't been playing this game as much as I used to. I guess being a new grad, I'm kind of focusing on my life post graduation, but also I pretty much achieved like most of my wish list on Animal Jam like within the past few years, so I'm kind of only on here now to stream. So I haven't really been like farming for stuff as much, so yeah. But we'll figure it out. I'm trusting the process here. You're supposed to be working on commissions by now, but you really can't be bothered. I feel that. Are you talking about like art commissions? I've had some requests too, like on Animal Jam to draw some things, and I'm kind of like, um, I mean, I want to, but I also know I would have to sit down for a while and like work on it, and I probably don't want to do it right now. I don't want to feel stressed while drawing, you know. I did figure out how to connect my tablet though to my computer, which is going to be a huge help. But because I used to draw with my finger, and I'm like, why did I do that? You should see some of the art I've drawn with my finger. It's like, how did I put up with that? Someone else said the same thing to me. Oh, I said what though? I don't know what you heard since the stream's delayed on both sides here, I guess. You draw very art because somehow it gets me rich. You don't know how that happened. I mean, just see what people want to do or want to buy, and you just go with it, you know. I'm finding that fan art is doing very well. People like art inspired by their favorite things in pop culture. I've drawn some unusual things too, considering that, because a lot of people, well, you don't usually find some of the art that I think I've ended up drawing. And then they're like, "You drew that?" I'm like, "Yes, I did." And they're like, "Can I buy it?" I'm like, "Sure." So that happens too. I still can't believe myself for drawing with my finger that whole time, though. I think everything, if you go to my den, you can see like an art gallery of all the art that I'm offering for sale. I think all of that I have drawn with my finger. That was interesting. You're trading the rare item money head feather and orange head feather. Oh, okay. That was loud. Excuse me for that. That was not me, by the way. It was background noise. We're gonna ignore that. If you heard it. I don't know how to change my ad. Ah, here you go. Supposedly my pop filter right here is gonna filter out the noise, but I don't know what it's filtering. It should be filtering like the puss sound, like the p sound, because I think that in particular, like if you don't if you don't have a pop filter, it's bad. You're so desperate. I hope you'll find someone who can trade for you. Well, how loud it's getting in the background, I may have to end the stream soon, but we're gonna try to push through. You'll sell for diamonds too. That might be easier to do, to be honest with you. I mean, trading can be kind of tricky. I don't trade very much, but usually I've done a little bit better when I sell for diamonds. Although you may need to underprice, which if you don't want to do that, then it might be better to trade. But when it comes to like items that are like more collector like, I think it's a little bit harder to get people to accept a trade. So I get it. It's frustrating. I hope you'll find someone who will trade with you though for the spikes that you want. I've discovered that spike risks do not do very well for diamonds unless you underprice. I was like, with how hard it is to get them, no way. So I was like, I'm just gonna save them for like when I stream. So I saved up and then I started streaming a few months ago and here I am. I mean, I only really had started to seriously be consistent like within the past few weeks, but yeah, I'm just trying to think strategically here. Like if I have all this stuff, then wouldn't it be better to use it for like this versus that? Yes, it probably would. You're about to offer the cupcake. What does that mean? I'm looking for a cupcake hut. Someone was faster. Wait, is somebody here giving out stuff for free? I don't know. Trading is horrendous. Everyone just wants to sell stuff. I know, yeah. I think we're all broke on diamonds, so it kind of ends up being the thing that we have to do. I prefer selling for diamonds. Like the only time I trade is like when it's like something super expensive. Like Brady's lab level kind of expensive, but otherwise I'm just gonna sell for diamonds. Let's see. I said to myself I was going to work on this application and I have not. I'm supposed to answer an email, or really two emails. It's kind of like the first round of interviews, so I should probably answer today. I should promise to myself I will send both emails out before the day is over, but sending emails though. Sending emails is such a pain. I have not touched it at all since I've started. Well, I did start it during the stream, but then people join and I'm focusing on talking to you versus doing other things, so it's my form of procrastination. You have a bunch of contest items worth several solids, very good, but nobody wants to trade. I know, I get that. Like the contest items, they're worth a lot, but when it actually comes to trying to trade for them or trade them away, people don't want them anymore. And you're like, then what is it? Then how much is it worth then? It can't be worth a few solids. If nobody wants it, it probably will be cheaper than that because it's not worth as much. Yeah, Animal Jam economy logic does not make sense. I've discovered very quickly, like from looking at like the worth of like items, that that does not mean anything. Actually, go into Jama and see what people are doing, and you'll figure out how much it actually is worth. Just saying. You could use the worth wiki as a starting point, but if it's not an item in demand, it's very likely that the only way you can get anything out of it is if you underprice. It's kind of the it's the reality of it, which I kind of realized. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm someone who loves to buy collector's items, so I kind of like looked into this a lot, and now I know like where to buy them so that I don't overpay. Because there will be people who underprice it, and you should go for those so you can save your diamonds. And if you try to buy one of those underpriced items and resell it for a higher price, good luck. I've tried to do it, doesn't work. Or it does, but like it takes forever to find someone who is willing to pay that much. And I think as someone who's like interested in selling fast, I'm not gonna put up with it. I'm someone who underprices, so that's just kind of my strategy. Anyway, I keep failing my interviews. Like I've gotten a few for like customer service and I'm not very good at answering questions, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. This one, the one I'm trying to write the answers for the email, is actually a music business internship. So that's a little bit different, but I still don't really know what kind of answer they're looking for. Or not yet. I'm going to figure it out if I keep practicing. I've already corrected a few of my mistakes in like other interviews because I've realized I've said something wrong. You got lucky a few weeks back and traded two ski lifts and underwater drum set for a squirrel and got it. Wow. That's good. Especially if you didn't want the items, the fact that someone else did want them or were fine with taking them, that's really good. Squirrel is good. Let's see. This question is about how do you typically find new music? Because it's an interview for the A&R position, which I think what they do is they help find new artists and promote them and stuff like that. So I'm like, sure, I will talk about my experience as someone working or not, well, volunteering at a radio station, and this is how I found music. Right? You were stuck with it then for a while. Much prefer a cutesy pet. That's good. It's good that you got a cute pet. That's good. So it's nice to hear success stories. Very good. And it's so random too, like two ski lifts and an underwater drum set. I'm like, it's very specific. Apparently, I don't know how to do an advertisement anymore. Like, wrong character. What I do now to make it easier for myself is I like copy and paste the same ad, but the only thing I change every time that red like pop-up message comes up is I just change the happy face. Because yeah, they don't care, I guess, if it's all the same except for that one character. So I'm like, yeah, I can get away with it. So easy for me. So do a, I guess it's a cat happy face. I don't know. And she must have really wanted to get rid of it. Ah. Digging for gold. Welcome back. How's it going? I love your enthusiasm when you enter the chats. That's so nice. Didn't wasn't the last time this happened, I started getting like a bunch of like hearts from like the live reaction emoji thing. That wasn't too long ago. It's really nice. Oh, yes, you changed the smile or you add a period or a dash. Yeah. I think I did this for a long time and I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to just do this instead. I actually like rephrased my advertisement, like not for streaming, but for like advertising my shop. So I have to keep going back to Excel and then like doing it. Here goes the hearts. It's so cute. Thank you. I love it. Aw. And then I realized, you can just change one character and it literally it goes through still, right? So I was like, oh, well that makes things a lot easier for me. But it took me like over a year to figure that out. I don't know why. I just didn't think anymore. I like the cat emojis too. Yes, yes, very good. I'll put some hearts in here too. There you go. That's nice. I like the floating emojis, like not just in like YouTube, but like in other places where they do it. I just love seeing the emojis like just fill the page. How is it midnight already? Oh wow. It's like late afternoon for me. Well, I guess it's a night stream for you, so very good. I do it too, like at that late at night because I keep staying up way too late, but I probably can't do that while I'm living at my house. People are gonna hear me. If I was still living on campus at school, that would be different, but I'm not anymore. I actually didn't stream at all when I was living on campus, and I should have because it would have been so much easier to do, but I was also experiencing like the worst burnout and yeah, it probably wasn't a good time to do it, but long story. You're legit starting a new job tomorrow. You should sleep. Oh, for sure. I hope you'll get a good sleep. It's hard to fall asleep these days for me too. So I keep going to bed at like 2 and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like I have the choice to not go to sleep that late. Nothing's happening to me and I'm still choosing to do it. I'm like, you can choose to do something better, like actually go to sleep earlier and then wake up earlier and all that. I'm like, you just add a million exclamation points to an advertisement. Oh yeah, you would do that sometimes too, but you copy and paste different things and not seem like a bot. I mean, we all look like a bot because we're spamming the same thing. So I'm, yeah, it's hard to say at this point. I mean, I keep flying to the same places too. I definitely look like a bot. We all look like bots. You're not alone. I'm sure we can try to trust that, not everyone here is a bot. It's 4:16 p.m. Me too. We must be in the same time zone. 7:16. Okay. Yeah, you're like 3 hours ahead. Very nice. Wow. You're just gonna embrace being nocturnal. Same. I kind of have to. Although, like, every time I stay up, I literally don't get anything productive done. I think, what did I do yesterday? Oh, yeah. Yesterday. Um, so I actually took a break from Instagram since I post like music content. So I took a break and I'm not sure when I should come back yet. Because I kind of told my audience, I'm going to improve myself first before I come back. And it's only been like a month. So, I mean, I did improve, but you, I think what I meant to say was like I actually like dramatically changed because like a month's not really enough to change a lot. I don't think it depends on what it is, but for me, it's not enough. So maybe like 3 months or 6 months or something would be more reasonable. But then I'm kind of like, what am I gonna say when I come back? So I was like starting to rewrite the message, and for some reason, I take forever with like deciding what to write. And I think I was doing that for like at least 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, so I stayed up because of that. And then what did I do after that? I don't remember. It's probably something useless, because then I went to sleep at 2. I was like, oh, oops. I did that to myself. My bad. You just gotta accept the bot titles sometimes. Ah, yeah. I don't think anyone has ever accused me of being a bot. I mean, one time some people were being super rude in like Coral Canyons about like, I hate that you're doing an advertisement. And I was like, there's no need to be rude. But aside from that, I don't think people really care that I'm doing this. So yeah, for sure. It depends on the person's situation. Yeah, my favorite thing to do when I realize that I didn't use my time well is you try to remember what you did and you realize that you can't come up with something. You're like, oh, okay, that's what happened. You wasted your time on something so beautiful. I mean, let's see what I did today. Today, I woke up really late, so that didn't help. And then I went to like some, I don't know, I guess it was like a webinar where they were like talking about how to get a job, which kind of helped, I guess. And then what did I do after that? Oh, shoot, I don't remember what I did after that. You see what I mean? I probably did something useless. I can't. Oh, I literally don't remember what I did. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think okay. I was cleaning up my LinkedIn, but maybe that took too long. I still can't believe myself. And Jamal, someone called me a bot for not answering? That's so rude. I mean, sometimes you mismatch messages and then, I mean, you do realize not everyone's like at the keyboard all the time, right? Or if you're like sometimes I multitask and like don't realize that someone's talking to me while I'm spamming, so yeah. You never been accused, but you've seen people not shopping people if they're a bot account. No, that makes sense, yeah. Makes you a lot less approachable if you do that. Caden, welcome back. You wasn't you were in another tab. Whoa, whoa. Look at that. There's two people reading the wall and two people playing the pairs game. And nobody's looking at me, I don't think, so I'm gonna move. You're currently multitasking. No worries. I do that too. I'm clearly not doing. I mean, I have my iPad open and like I'm not even typing on it right now because I'm using it to, I guess, apply for jobs and stuff, but I haven't done anything, so that's okay though. I guess I could talk out loud and tell you what I'm trying to write down. Oh, the happy face. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. It's that happy face where it looks like eating something yummy or something like that. I can type it in actually. Like this emoji right here, this hugging face one. I use it a lot. I usually imagine that I don't know, I'm throwing sparkles at people, or I'm kind of like making a rainbow in the sky. So I kind of do something like this, like sparkles. Or if I'm going to be extra sarcastic, I will do something like this for my friends because, life is so beautiful and you have to acknowledge it sometimes with, the most beautiful emojis in the world. Something like that. Well, that series of emojis, that's a little more silly. I usually use that when I'm mocking people. I have a friend who I use it with a lot. Playfully, of course, we're not being rude here, but yeah. Or sarcastic. I mean, I use that when I'm sarcastic. I'm a very sarcastic person. It can't be helped. Now, if I was trying to wish luck to people, I would probably do something like this, like some beautiful, sparkly four-leaf clovers, or if you need a cookie and a cup of coffee, I will bless you with some really delicious treats like this. It's so beautiful. I wish I could do that in Animal Jam. That'd be even better. We don't have enough emojis in this game. The closest I think you really get to that is like 3 stars, but that's not really the same to me as like the sparkles. um, how do you typically find new music? Well, I go on Spotify. That's a good start. Oh, the hearts. The heart eyes. I usually use like the star, like this one. I'm typing in the chat, by the way, so that if you're listening to me, you're probably not sure what I'm talking about. Or if I use hearts, I usually use this one. Or if I'm mocking somebody, I will use the kissing one. You love those ones. Oh yeah, the silly the tongue sticking out ones. I don't use those ones very much. Let's see, which one do I use the most when I'm sarcastic? Oh, this one is good. This happy face. It looks painful. Like the way that like the eyes are like bulging right there. Well, not really bulging, but like they're open and like the mouth is like slightly open like that. It's great. I like how we're like flooding the chat with like a bunch of like emojis now. I mean, I'm doing most of it, but yeah. Which one? Let's see what else I use since we're kind of on that topic. Oh, I love this one. This one. I use it so much. Like whenever I'm like completely frustrated with something, like it will show up, okay? And I've actually drawn art of this emoji on Animal Jam. I'm not sure if I should show on the stream because, well, it's fan art. It's not supposed to be for profit, but oh, thank you to whoever just bought that. That's nice. Oh wow, thank you. And I tried. It got denied, okay, but I tried to also write underneath the emoji, I just want a job. And it got rejected on Animal Jam, so I removed the word. Well, I tried to keep some words on there, so I said like I want. I just said I want, and then that got rejected too. And I was like, okay, it's probably the words here. So then I changed it to, well, I didn't put any words there, and then they accepted it. So you get some beautiful art of the holding back tears emoji, and I use it to express my shame every time I forget to stream. So there's that. Oh, I do that sometimes too. The raising eyebrows one if I'm questioning somebody, or the happy tears one. Sometimes I use. Winking I don't really use. You use the angel of sarcasm. I kind of do that too. I use more so, I think, this one. Like, it has a bit more like a rosy cheek kind of look, and I'm kind of like more into that when I, yeah, when I'm sarcastic. I use the smirking one, this one right here, when I mock somebody, my friends. Uh-huh. Um, yeah, the one, that other wide-eyed one, like the with the unhappy face. I don't think I've really used that one too much. Like, it's really interesting to see how people like have different emoji preferences and like use them. Like, one of my friends loves to use the winking face for some reason. Oh, that one, the investigating one. I like that one. I don't really use it, but I like it for some reason. I also use this when I'm sarcastic, like the frowning one, like just straight up frowning. I'm like, good job. The lurking emote. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't used that one. You like that, the angry emoji and the pointing. Yeah, that's pretty scary. It's really effective. Um, the cowboy one. That's cute. Yeah, I don't really use most of these actually. I mean, it's very rare that I would use like the puking one, I guess. Like, yuck, that's disgusting. Um, don't really use that. I'm a little bit afraid that like we're gonna get banned on my chat just because we're using the more questionable emojis, but it's probably fine. I mean, it is my stream. It's supposed to be fine. The cat emojis. I don't really use the cat ones that much. You know, there's like the monkey ones. I don't really use those either. Here's a monkey. I used to be like really obsessed with emojis as a kid to where I would like sprinkle them literally everywhere. It was actually a problem. I've managed to tone it down enough to where I won't do that anymore, but yeah. You like the silly tongue ones. Yeah, those are pretty silly. And it's emotionless too, cause yeah, it can be really neutral. Like you're just I think it's the eyes that are doing it. It's like it's just literally just staring blankly at you. Oh, cartwheel? Yeah, aside from like some of the faces, I don't really use anything else. Like the unicorn, I use that when I'm sarcastic. Um, the four-leaf clover, I often use that one actually, and the star, the sparkles. Um, I have an inside joke with a friend too, where sometimes I will add this because it's referencing like taking a bath. It's an inside joke. It's not supposed to be inappropriate, by the way. I feel like this started getting strange, but it's an inside joke. Um, I mean, sometimes you can use like random emojis here depending on the conversation. Like, when people are sick, I can offer them a cup of coffee or tea and a cookie. Oh, the YouTube emojis. Yeah, I don't really use YouTube emojis actually. Huh. I guess I could try to add some more variety in my everyday conversations, but it's kind of like a limited amount that I usually use. I had a mentor for my research project in school, um, who absolutely does not like emojis. And I forgot what his quote was, but he kind of said something like, "It's going to be an interesting day when I incorporate like a sushi emoji in my email or something." I'm like, I would love to see that coming from you. He's a great professor, by the way. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. Is it Ria? It's nice to meet you. Appreciate that you're here. We are one away from a giveaway, and we've been spamming the chat with emojis. Oh, that YouTube emoji. I like the tears one. That's pretty, and the sweating one. Those are pretty silly. Can I type in the? I don't know if I can type it in. Oh, I can. I guess I could try to find one that I like. Oh, this little trophy guy. It is. Okay, cool. I hope you're okay. I'm good, thank you. We're having a good time just spamming emojis. So we did start off the stream talking about jobs, and that's always like a interesting conversation to have. So I like that we deviated to talking about something else. Doesn't always have to be about, jobs. What else is? Oh, I like the fish and the popcorn. And what else is here? First, is there a monkey? It's a dab and a cat. Those are cute. I love making emojis on Discord too. I use them to mock my friends. I have a friend who I really should get to come listen to one of my streams sometime because he's someone who lurks in the background. For all I know, he could be listening right now and I just don't know anything, but he likes literally every single post. I'm not joking. Like whatever platform you're on, he's gonna press the like button if he knows you. So I've started to make fun of him. So, like on Instagram, you can see, I don't know if anyone here uses Instagram or has not used it before, I guess, but if you haven't, um, when you look at a post, usually it says like liked by some username and then like, I don't know, 14 other people. Um, so given that sometimes he was the only person reacting to a post, because sometimes, well, so it's a little complicated with me. I have like multiple accounts as a content creator, so I don't just do gaming, I also do like other things in real life, but usually he's one of the only people who like looks at anything that I'm doing. So he likes everything, and then I decided to start making fun of him by adding like liked by and then his username like it's some random picture that I take somewhere, whether it's in a game or in real life. And I turned that into an emoji on Discord, and I used that to acknowledge him. It's so nice. And he likes it. Like it's liked by. It's liked by him. It actually is liked by him. So that works out, right? Discord is fun. If you use Discord a lot, it's actually I think worth getting Nitro because you can have so much fun with emojis and customizing the background. I had Nitro for a little bit, but I'm not very active on Discord anymore, so it doesn't really make any sense for me to have it right now, but if it changes in the future, might be worth doing. It's definitely worth doing if you use it a lot for sure. I will say that. Like if you talk to friends a lot on there, it's a lot more fun to have Nitro and customize your emojis. Yeah, we are one away from a giveaway. We're just kind of waiting around. It's been, I think, over an hour now, which is great. Is it just me, or it's like I'm getting so many bug bites right now? It's actually really bad. Like I had like three, like on one hand, and it hurts so much. It's not too bad today, but it was pretty bad yesterday and the day before. And I also have one on my foot, which still hurts. So yeah, I don't know where they're coming from though. Luckily, where I live, it's not like you don't get a lot of bug bites in this area, which is really nice, but you sometimes do. And they can actually kind of hurt. like for some reason I feel like being older, like I distinctly remember these bites hurting a lot more than like when I was younger. I don't know why. It just feels different when you're older, maybe. I actually remember one time I went camping and I got bit so many times. It was actually bad. I had a really big rash. I don't know how I lived through that. I mean, I've heard of people having worse like bug bites than that, so that's probably nothing, but it was irritating enough to where I was noticing it. Because my parents would say like, "Oh, they got bit a lot more than that." I was like, "I think I'm glad I don't know what that feels like." Because of where they live, I think it's like more humid. I think they're more prone to having like bugs in that area that will bite you, so that might be why. I actually haven't really gotten stung by bees very much either. Like, I think I've only got it once. I don't know how it happened. I didn't even see it happen. I think it was like when I was like the pool or something and like maybe it stung me, but I've had bees land on me before though and I just didn't and nothing happened, but they landed on me, so that's weird. As long as you don't freak out, I guess they're not gonna sting, but I would still think if that's how close it was to happening, how come it didn't happen? I'm not trying to jinx myself though. That would probably not be a good thing to do. Yeah, itchy bug. I should not scratch that. Okay. Seems to be a bit emptier over here. I'm not sure where to go. It's interesting when I keep like switching worlds and I keep going back to the same one. I'm like, I'm switching because I don't want to be in that one, you know? It's like, that's interesting. It's probably because this game doesn't have as many people as it used to, so you kind of end up you end up running to the same people a lot. Never thought that was something that would even be possible in this game, but the world surprises you. Like I remember when if you didn't add somebody, you literally could not find them again. It's like that's how bad it was, but now you like see the same people all the time. Anyway, it is getting a little bit quiet in the chat now, so I might take this as an opportunity to write down my answers to my questions here. Um, I need to read this. Hold on. We're gonna try to wait a little and see if anyone else wants to join. We are one away from a giveaway, which is good. Oh, I need to blow my nose. What the heck? Okay. Oops. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's really nice. Helps me know that there's someone still here listening, which is good. Do you want to hear me talk about my job application out loud? You're possibly listening in the background, so if that's the case, I will entertain you. Um, what do I write next? I feel like I need to figure out how to write this without sounding too redundant. It's so easy to repeat yourself with stuff like this and say a whole bunch of things that are like not necessary because you literally already said it. Let's see then. Talk about whatever. You just like hearing me yapping. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Am I new to streaming? Yes. Ooh, do tell. Okay. I guess if you want to hear me talk out loud, I don't know what to talk about first though. So I'm trying to answer this question, right? How do you typically find new music? Slow has been streaming for a while. Kind of. I mean, um when did I start? I started in like March or April this year, and I did take a pretty long break from it because school was too much for me, but I graduated, so it's not as bad. This is my 30th live, no, 31st, excuse me, 31st live stream, so I guess it has been a while. But I mean, in comparison to other people, I'm still pretty new. Kind of depends on your definition, but I appreciate that you like listening to me in the background. That's good. I do that too. I just listen in the background, don't say anything. And usually other people like they're talking enough in the chat where I usually have a conversation with them, but I've kind of noticed that my audience doesn't do that as much, which is fine. I don't do it either, so I don't really talk. But if you like listening to me in the background, I appreciate it a lot, and I guess I will try to entertain you. That's my job. Um, oh, I thank you. The hearts are so nice. Um, I need to drink water though. I think my throat's starting to hurt. I was trying to look at specific criteria when finding new music. Uh, I guess I'm gonna probably describe that because I'm talking about like how I volunteer at a radio station and we were like taught like a certain way to look for artists that because this station they don't want to play mainstream music, they want to play music from artists who aren't as well known. So they kind of like give you like some guidelines of what to look for when looking online. So I guess I'll say most notably when volunteer I should probably make more add more context here. When volunteering at my college's radio station, actually I should probably put this first. Well, I'm gonna have to rearrange some things. I am writing in the wrong order. That's fine. We'll move that paragraph up and then fix the problem right now. Hmm. Most notably, I was taught to check. I feel like I'm like spilling all the secrets onto my stream. Ooh. Have you got a Discord server? I don't, but I have been asked about making one, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I will be able to invest a lot of time into it right now. I've also been asked if I'm on TikTok, and I'm not. I'm still new to streaming, so I think I just haven't really figured out like what I want to do yet. I mean, I already have like one goal. I'm just kind of like I just want to see myself actually be able to do this, like do the stream in the first place and see how many people I will connect with. Cause why not, right? But aside from that, I don't really know. So as of right now, my answer is no, but I do have Discord. I put that on my gaming overlay if you want to connect with me there. I don't check it very often, so that's just something to know, but if if you need a hand making one, I'm more than happy to help. Oh, thank you. Well, I'll think about it then. I mean, I don't know yet, like, what my plan is. Like, I literally just graduated from college. I don't have a plan, so we're just figuring it out. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you and welcome. We are actually about to do a giveaway now, so if you want to enter, just type in the chat and we will roll. And it's gonna get loud in the background, so I think after this I will probably end the stream. Unfortunately, it has been a while, so um, I kind of do this based on the noise level, and it's starting to get noisy. So, and my voice also. I've been talking for a while, so I think I need to take a break. Oh, you finished making yours today. Oh, very good. Hi, Shiro. But yeah, everyone else who wants to enter the stream, I mean, enter the stream, enter the giveaway. There's no keywords, so just type. Hi, Beef Smoothie. Hi, Lou. I feel like I keep saying your username wrong, but I've seen you before. It's Lou's Ankle. Hello. I'll give it a few more minutes for anyone else who wants to join. Arcanus. Oh, hello. Get some water, Diva. Oh, thank you. Hi, Leon. I recognize some people here. Welcome back. You all been just listening the whole time to me, I guess. It's when the giveaway comes and suddenly I know who's here. Health is important. If you need a break, you need a break. No worries. Oh, thank you. Well, maybe for a few more minutes I can try to talk out loud. Let's finish one short response question as people choose to enter the giveaway. Give it a few more minutes and then probably should end the stream so that I can take a break from talking. It's been a long time. Um, when volunteering at my college's radio station, I was trying to look at specific criteria when finding new music. Okay, good start. The lurking emoji helped me. Most notably, I was taught to check on factors such as the number of monthly listeners on Spotify. Based on that criteria, I have been able to discover new artists a lot more easily in a competitive environment. Oh wow, this sounds great so far. Okay. When I had a radio show, I started finding new music by looking at Spotify's playlists. I guess I'm reading this out loud for you, but that's fine. Sometimes reading out loud helps you figure out if you're saying something wrong. My radio show featured mostly instrumental music, so I used keywords such as piano, lo fi, and ambient to find a variety of music that fit my show's motivational and relaxing theme. When I was off air, I continued to make playlists with these keywords, but also added other keywords to make themed playlists. Doing this helped me learn more about niche audiences, from autumn jazz lovers to bubble tea consumers to dog owners needing to calm their dogs down during fireworks shows. I'm sure that's going to catch their attention, so I'm just putting in the details for them. I also discovered music just from paying attention to my surroundings. I often use Shazam when I hear a song while shopping, and some of those songs make it into my personal playlists. I actually need to change the tense of that. Hold on. My friends also love music, and I didn't finish this part, and recommend music. Well, that's gonna sound repetitive. Maybe I shouldn't do that. This sounds good so far, though. I'm really happy with this. That's good. Hopefully you like that too. It sounds like a very well. I hope it sounds like a very well thought out interview answer. I have an advantage because I'm typing this instead of talking. I don't have to be during like wait what? I don't have to do this during a like phone call or something. I can think about it first and then write it. Anyway, I think that's probably everyone. We gave it a few minutes. I'm gonna roll. Yeah, congratulations. What is your username? And we can also connect for the in case I want to make a Discord server. I really appreciate the offer to help. I guess I will let people know if I'm gonna do that. But it's kind of early right now for me to know what I'm doing, so I'm still a very new streamer. Anyway, my friends also love music, and that's um how do I word this? Ooh, okay. Congratulations. Oh, you have an interesting character in your username. I should probably copy and paste that one. Congratulations. Yes, very, very good. And you'll add you. It's Sloweater on there, right? We could talk about. Okay. You mean Discord? I put my username on the overlay. It's Sloweater AJ. Oops, I flew up. I did not mean to fly up. I turned off my window for a second so I can give you a prize. Oh, we need to trade. Okay. You want me to go somewhere and trade for something with you? Maybe your den. Hello. Put bad on trade. Hi. I think my requests are on. I should probably check after the stream. Or can I check now? I guess I could check now, right? Am I logged in? Boy, I have not been here in a long time. Oh, okay, okay. You just sent a request. That's good. Okay. Thank you. Good to connect. Put bet on trade. Um, I'm assuming you don't care which one of these I trade for, so I'll just choose a random one. Let's see. I'll give you this one. Here you go. Congratulations. Enjoy. And thank you for coming to the stream. You're welcome. Have a nice day. I'm gonna leave now. You're welcome. Enjoy your prize. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be the end of my stream. I kind of walked through my thoughts out loud for you with that one application question. I just need to like polish that last part. But aside from that, I think I did finish the question, so we did it. But yeah, I probably need to let my voice rest. I need to practice singing at some point today too if I can. So if I keep hurting my, well, I'm not hurting my voice, but I should probably take a break and then maybe try to practice because I just started voice lessons and I need to get working on that because long story, but I've been trying to do this for years and I finally am starting. So probably need to drink water and take a break. But oh, thank you. I appreciate that you enjoyed the narrations. Enjoy your night. Thank you. You too. Actually, it is starting to become night. I need to exercise too. I have so much going on today. My goodness. I usually try to stream like for like an hour, but I think it's been over an hour. You'll ping me over Discord if you like. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. And the prize, especially. You're welcome. If you didn't win today, by the way, there will be more chances to win. I am about to run out of spiked wrists, so I will probably go through my collector's items next, but those are okay too. So, and we'll just see where that goes. But yeah, drink water and eat. Actually, I need to eat too. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Help. That's not good. Okay. Okay, we all probably need to take a break. We've been here for a while, all of us. You got this. Wishing you the best. You too. Thank you. You also got this. Have fun. Oh, thank you, Beef Smoothie. You too. All right. Well, I hopefully will stream again soon. I've been streaming pretty frequently recently, so I don't know what time yet. It's kind of going to vary at this point because I'm not in school anymore and I don't have a job yet. And I actually have an interview tomorrow or two interviews. Oop. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, have a good day or night, everyone. Take care of yourselves and hope to see you soon. So, bye.